Hi everybody. So I said I was going to explain what the video I posted was at Johnson Hall. So those are stockade walls. Those are vertical logs. They are of a reproduction, of course. They're being rebuilt by staff and volunteers and Klaus Rangers. They are a reproduction of what was done twice, actually. They were done just at the end of the French and Indian War by Sir William Johnson. And then they were done during the American Revolution around the winter and spring of 75 and 76 by his son, Sir John Johnson. And they're being done again for the open house for December 6th and December 7th. So I was kind of looking into it a little bit, and I did find a post from Johnson Hall State Historical Site on Facebook. So I'm going to read a little bit on what they're planning on doing and a little bit of what they, the little research that they've done, was they've done a lot of research because it's their site. So I'm just going to read this for you guys. These sort of stockade walls of vertical logs were a common defensive structure in North American warfare during the 18th century. One of the most notable examples at Johnson Hall comes from the winter and spring of 1775 through 1776, when Sir John Johnson, concerned at the number of loyalists in New York being arrested, exiled, and even killed, fortified Johnson Hall against assault in December of 1775. Those gathering at the hall to celebrate the season of peace did so behind the protection of the wooden palisade and armed guards. It would be the final holiday season that the Johnsons spent at the hall. These defenses would have still been visible in the spring when the 3rd New Jersey Regiment confiscated the hall as Loyalist property. The Johnsons arrested or driven out by the new revolutionary government. However, this was not the first time the hall had been fortified. Sir William Johnson installed similar fortifications during the construction of the hall itself in 1763. Rising tension in the aftermath of the 7 Years' War, known as Pontiac's War, brought a new wave of conflict that threatened to spill from the Ohio region into the Mohawk Valley. Expressing this fear in a letter to British General Jeffrey Armistead, Johnson explained that from the repeated cautions and advice I have received that many of the distant nations are determined to cut me off. I have come to surround my house at this place with a stockade well flanked for the defense. So, like I was saying, these fortifications have been done before, and now they're doing it again for their holiday open house, which is going to be December 6th and 7th. So they're doing it's like a Christmas, little Christmas event that they do almost every year, I believe. And it's in the Mohawk Valley in upstate New York. So if you guys live in the area and you want to check it out, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. There are a few other historical places that do events on December 6th or December 7th. So if you guys are in the area and you want to check out other historical places that do things like that, Facebook is always a beautiful place to check things out. In the Mohawk Valley that do similar things that are also historical colonial places. Fort Clock, the Fort Plain Museum. Like I said, Johnson Hall also does things for the holiday. Thank you guys for listening. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you.